Have you ever risen from a chair only to feel a slight tremor in your legs? Perhaps your arms grew weighty as you extended them toward an object. Or traversing the room now demanded an unexpected amount of effort compared to before. Without discomfort, there are no significant alerts, a subtle awareness that your body no longer possesses the strength it once did. Numerous individuals refer to it as the passage of time. Yet, what if that narrative is incomplete? What if the true cause of your diminishing strength lies in something you engage in daily, completely unaware, a modest practice, merely commonplace, such a predictable pattern? Yet, with a gradual and hushed persistence, your muscles begin to unravel. Before you know it, it has left you weary, rigid, or reliant on those around you. If you find yourself over the age of 50, or if you have a vested interest in maintaining your strength as the years pass, consider taking a moment to subscribe to this channel. At Senior Fit, we provide weekly health insights designed to support your muscle strength, enhance your balance, and maintain your independence. Regardless of your age, for you are worthy of a life brimming with vitality. Do more than merely endure in frailty. The changes occurring within your body might not solely be attributed to the passage of time. It may be a condition known as sarcopenia, characterized by a gradual decline in muscle mass following midlife. Sarcopenia is not a condition that manifests suddenly. It arrives quietly, without the clamor of intense pain or alarming signs. It quietly seeps in. Your strength wanes gradually. Your balance wanes. Everyday tasks, carrying groceries, rising from bed, climbing stairs, transform into increasingly daunting challenges. And yet, the majority remain oblivious to the term until the moment has passed them by. A study published in The Lancet Public Health reveals that more than 30% of adults aged over 60 exhibit signs of sarcopenia, yet many remain unaware of their condition. The harm unfolds gradually, quietly lurking in the shadows. However, there is a silver lining. Methods exist to decelerate the process. One could even turn it around. The initial step involves identifying the daily habits that are most detrimental to your muscle strength. In this video, we will explore the 10 most detrimental habits that can gradually undermine your strength. Some might take you by surprise. What about the first habit? It's a rite of passage for nearly every senior, believing it to be beneficial. Habit 10. Consuming refined sugar on a daily basis. It is widely acknowledged that sugar poses certain risks to our well-being. However, the majority of individuals associate it with diabetes or an increase in weight, not a loss of muscle. What often goes unspoken is this: refined sugar poses a direct threat to your muscles. Consuming items such as soda, candy, cookies, white bread, or packaged snacks leads to a surge in your blood sugar levels. The body reacts by secreting insulin. However, an excess of insulin, day in and day out, results in persistent inflammation within your body. That inflammation poses a significant threat. It hampers your body's capacity to mend and regenerate muscle tissue. A recent study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition reveals that an overabundance of sugar diminishes the synthesis of muscle protein. This implies that, regardless of your walking or exercising efforts, your muscles might not recuperate or develop as they ought to. Sugar is disrupting the process. Furthermore, there is additional information to consider. Sugar further elevates oxidative stress levels, an intricate form of internal degradation. It generates detrimental molecules known as free radicals that inflict harm on healthy muscle cells. As time progresses, this results in quicker muscle fatigue, prolonged recovery, diminished strength even during movement. What could possibly be more disheartening? Sugar lurks in the most unexpected corners. It extends beyond candy, infiltrating fruit juice, breakfast cereals, flavored yogurts, salad dressings, low-fat snacks, and even bread. While you may not indulge in chocolate cake, it's possible that you're still consuming an excess of sugar. What are your capabilities? Examine the labels on food products. Be vigilant for terms such as glucose, corn syrup, maltodextrin, or cane juice. Replace sugary treats with fruits such as apples, pears, or berries. Consider incorporating cinnamon or vanilla as delightful alternatives to sugar in your beverages or oatmeal. Select unsweetened yogurt, whole grains, and opt for natural sweeteners such as dates or honey, but use them sparingly. Even the slightest adjustments can alleviate inflammation and bolster your muscle well-being. Sugar's influence extends far beyond the confines of your bloodstream. It influences your equilibrium, your power, and your autonomy. Now we arrive at habit number 9, something even more straightforward. Moreover, it is a detail that often slips the minds of countless individuals each day. Habit 9, insufficient hydration. It appears straightforward, doesn't it? Yet, this is among the most frequent and subtle errors that older adults tend to commit. One might assume that sipping tea and enjoying juice with lunch means they are adequately hydrated, leading to the belief that thirst is not an issue and all is well. Yet, the reality is this: nearly 75% of your muscles consist of water. When your body is deprived, it is the muscles that bear the brunt of the consequences. Lack of adequate hydration leads to a loss of muscle flexibility, increased cramping, slower recovery, and a persistent sense of stiffness and weakness, even following minimal exertion. Relying solely on coffee, tea, or soda during the day could inadvertently lead to further dehydration of your muscles. Caffeine and sugary beverages function as diuretics, which explains the phenomenon. They cause your body to expel more water rather than retaining it. Here's another thought to consider. Dehydration leads to a slowdown in blood circulation. This results in a diminished supply of nutrients and oxygen to your muscles, complicating their ability to function, heal, or grow stronger. Should you have experienced muscle tightness, fatigue, or dizziness after prolonged sitting or walking, dehydration could very well be a contributing factor. What is the ideal amount of water one should consume? Many older adults require a minimum of 6 to 8 glasses of pure water each day. Increased amounts are necessary if you reside in a warm climate, are on specific medications, or engage in daytime activities. However, do not delay until the thirst strikes. When thirst strikes, your body has already begun to experience a deficit of water, and your muscles are already facing the challenge of fatigue. Here are some simple suggestions to assist you. Begin your morning with a refreshing glass of water prior to indulging in coffee or tea. Partake in a modest glass prior to each meal. Keep a water bottle close at hand and take sips throughout the day. Enhance your water with slices of lemon, cucumber, or mint to elevate its appeal. Indulge in foods abundant in water, such as watermelon, cucumber, and oranges. Keep in mind that staying hydrated goes beyond merely preventing cramps. It revolves around safeguarding your circulation, enhancing your mobility, and ensuring your muscle recovery each and every day. Water might appear unassuming, yet for your muscles, it serves as the essential fuel that powers a car engine. In its absence, everything starts to unravel. Habit 8. Now, I comprehend the importance of steering clear of strength exercises. When strength training comes to mind, images of gyms, heavy weights, and young athletes hoisting barbells often fill our thoughts. For numerous seniors, the notion can evoke feelings of fear, pain, or simply overwhelm. However, there is a fact that might surprise you. As the years pass, the significance of strength training grows ever more vital. After the age of 30, the body begins its gradual decline in muscle mass, approximately 3 to 5% each decade. The rate escalates dramatically after the age of 60 if no measures are taken to mitigate it. When we neglect to engage our muscles, they gradually diminish in size. And one day, we come to the realization that we can no longer bear the weight of a basket filled with laundry. Assistance is required to rise from a seated position. There exists a palpable fear of stumbling as we ascend the staircase. Yet, there is a silver lining. It is within your power to put an end to it. One could even turn it around. It requires far less time than you might think in a gym. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research revealed that merely 2 30-minute strength training sessions each week can assist seniors in rebuilding muscle, enhancing balance and posture, and lowering the risk of falls. To enhance confidence and mobility during the falls. What does your strength training routine entail? It has the potential to be both straightforward and secure. Raising petite containers of water, rising and lowering oneself from a seat without hands, engaging in wall push-ups, elastic bands for stretching, maintaining an upright stance for a duration of 10 seconds. Gentle resistance is the essence, merely a whisper to your body, a reminder that these muscles remain essential. Hold on to them tightly. There's little required of you. However, action is necessary. Just a mere 10 minutes each day can lead to significant change. Begin with a gentle pace. Inhale deeply. Concentrate on mastery rather than haste. If you find yourself uncertain about where to start, fear not. We offer a wealth of follow-along videos right here on Senior Fit to lead you through each step with ease. For strength transcends the mere act of lifting heavy weights. It revolves around preserving your autonomy. When you engage your muscles, even in the slightest way, they will respond in kind, revealing their strength in return. 7th habit, consuming foods that quietly undermine your muscles. It's possible that you are on the right path, engaging in frequent movement, quenching one's thirst with water, engaging in even the most gentle forms of exercise. However, if your plate is laden with unsuitable foods, your muscles may still be enduring the consequences. Your dietary choices hold equal significance to your physical activity. Certain foods might appear innocuous. The flavor is delightful. They offer great convenience. They might even receive the designation of being healthy. Yet, as time passes, they may elevate inflammation, diminish your muscle strength, and hinder your recovery process. Let us examine a few of the most egregious culprits affecting muscle health. Sweet, effervescent beverages. Rich in sweetness, devoid of any nutritional value. They nourish inflammation and diminish the muscle's capacity for repair. Preserved meats, including sausages, ham, and deli slices, harbor additives that may jeopardize both muscle and heart health. White bread and refined flour, devoid of essential nutrients. They elevate blood sugar levels rapidly and provide no energy for your muscles. Deep-fried delights and quick bites, brimming with detrimental fats that disrupt muscle performance and hinder recovery. Conveniently packaged treats and crispy chips, brimming with sodium and synthetic components that encourage water retention and weariness. Delicacies and confections elevate insulin levels only to plummet your energy and muscle-building hormones. Excessive alcohol consumption hinders the absorption of essential nutrients and gradually undermines muscle strength. Energy drinks and high doses of caffeine can overwhelm your system, resulting in restless nights and prolonged recovery times. Artificial sweeteners could interfere with digestion and gut health, potentially impacting nutrient absorption. Excessive sodium in canned foods draws water from your muscles, leading to stiffness and an increased likelihood of cramps. While I'm not suggesting you abandon all your beloved dishes, it's crucial to cultivate an awareness. Your dietary choices either bolster your muscles or gradually diminish their strength. What action should you take? Begin by replacing white bread with whole grains, substituting sugary beverages with water or herbal tea, opting for fresh, lean meats or legumes instead of deli cuts, incorporating a greater variety of vegetables, nuts, seeds, and foods known for their anti-inflammatory properties, such as olive oil and turmeric. Even the slightest adjustments to your plate can yield significant results. Your body is in a constant state of striving to mend and safeguard itself. However, without the proper fuel, it is unable to perform its task effectively. Keep in mind that perfection is not a requirement. Strive to surpass your own achievements from the day before. 6th on the list of habits, excessive reliance on pain relievers and anti-inflammatory drugs. For numerous older individuals, this is a subtle routine that seems entirely natural. A sense of soreness, stiffness, or ache envelops you. Thus, you extend your hand toward a tablet, perhaps ibuprofen, acetaminophen, or a comparable alternative. It proves beneficial. Thus, finding solace in its effects, you choose to embrace it once more the following day. And then the next. However, what many fail to understand is this. Frequent use of these medications may subtly disrupt the healing process of your muscles. Reconstruct and maintain your resilience. Your body possesses an innate ability to mend and restore muscle tissue. As you engage in movement, whether through exercise or a simple stroll, your muscles undergo minute micro-tears. This is quite ordinary. It is an integral aspect of the construction journey. Your body reacts with a subtle, beneficial surge of inflammation, working to mend the muscle and enhance its strength. However, when you consistently use anti-inflammatory medications, you inhibit that process. The signals for your body to rebuild have faded away. A study featured in the Journal of Applied Physiology reveals that prolonged use of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, may inhibit muscle protein synthesis, the essential mechanism through which the body repairs and fortifies muscle tissue. Moreover, there are additional concerns to consider. The excessive use of painkillers can place significant stress on your liver and kidneys, vital organs in the processing of nutrients. This overindulgence may also irritate the stomach lining, disrupting digestion and hindering the absorption of essential vitamins and minerals, crucial for maintaining muscle health. Though the pill may alleviate your pain in the present moment, it could be quietly diminishing your strength as time goes on. This certainly does not imply that pain relief should be entirely avoided. At times, it becomes essential following surgery, an injury, or in the case of chronic conditions. Yet, when it transforms into a daily ritual, it might be prudent to pause and reflect. Is this truly beneficial, or merely a veil for something more profound? Here are some softer approaches to alleviate discomfort and safeguard your muscles: a warm compress or an Epsom salt bath, soft stretches or a leisurely stroll. Foods that combat inflammation include ginger, turmeric, and fatty fish. Maintaining proper hydration, engaging in deep breathing, or practicing mindfulness can effectively alleviate tension. It is essential to consult your doctor prior to making any alterations to your medication regimen. Yet, keep in mind that your body possesses the innate wisdom to restore itself, should you allow it the opportunity. At times, the objective isn't to mute the anguish. It is essential to hear what it seeks to convey. Fifth habit: insufficient protein intake. Many individuals believe that protein is solely the domain of athletes or bodybuilders. Yet, the reality is this: with the passage of time, the body increasingly requires a greater intake of protein to maintain its strength. The natural process of aging leads to a more rapid breakdown of muscle tissue. Without providing your body with the essential components it requires, it will inevitably struggle to maintain its pace. What is the issue at hand? Numerous seniors consume insufficient protein, often without awareness of this shortfall. A day unfolds in a manner such as this. Shall it be toast or porridge to start the day? A simple repast of soup accompanied by crackers for lunch? A modest serving of rice accompanied by a medley of vegetables for the evening meal? Without meat, there are no eggs. There are no fish. Insufficient energy for muscle growth. A sense of fullness envelops you. Yet your muscles are gradually succumbing to deprivation. According to a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, it is advised that older adults should aim for a daily intake of 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein for every kilogram of body weight. For an individual weighing 65 kilos, the recommended daily intake of protein hovers between 80 to 100 grams. However, numerous seniors receive merely half of that sum. Without sufficient protein, your body faces challenges in repairing muscle after activity. Preserve your strength and equilibrium. Recover from wounds or medical procedures. Maintain your vitality and keep moving. What are some effortless and gentle ways to increase your protein intake? Consider incorporating eggs into your breakfast routine. Greek yogurt serves as a delightful snack. For lunch or dinner, one might choose between fish or chicken, lentils, legumes. Alternatively, consider tofu as a source of plant-based protein. A delightful protein smoothie crafted with ripe banana, hearty oats, and creamy peanut butter. And keep in mind, it's not about indulging in a hefty steak. Incorporating a touch of protein into each meal is essential. Steadfastly, even the tiniest of steps can make a difference. For muscles are forged beyond the confines of the gym. They are crafted within the heart of the home. They are crafted within the heart of the home. Fourth on the list of habits: insufficient slumber. It may come as a surprise to you. However, your muscles do not develop while you are in motion. They flourish in the moments of your repose, particularly during the hours of slumber. Slumber transcends mere mental rejuvenation. This period also marks the moment when your body engages in the intricate process of tissue repair. Restores muscle fibers. It harmonizes your hormones. Yet, there lies the dilemma. A significant number of older adults struggle to achieve deep and prolonged sleep. They retire for the night well past the usual hour, awaken far too soon, restlessly shift and twist through the dark hours. As the days pass, this fractured slumber subtly saps their vitality. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism revealed that sleeping for fewer than 6 hours each night diminishes the body's production of growth hormone, an essential hormone for the repair and upkeep of muscle tissue. In its absence, the recovery of your muscles is significantly delayed. Accelerate the process of reduction. Experience increased soreness and stiffness. Endeavor to reconstruct following the event. What are your capabilities? Commence the establishment of a sleep routine. Retire for the night and rise at the same hour each day. Steer clear of screens and bright lights at least an hour prior to bedtime. Design a serene, chill, dimly lit space. Indulge in a soothing herbal tea or immerse yourself in a warm bath. Steer clear of caffeine and substantial meals as the evening approaches. Keep in mind that inadequate sleep may indicate that there are underlying issues at play, such as stress, pain, or even inadequate nutrition. Sleep is not merely a luxury. For your muscles, it serves as a vital connection. When you fail to rest adequately, your body lacks the opportunity to recuperate what it has expended. Third habit, omitting breakfast or commencing your morning with unwise food choices. It may appear innocuous. There are those who rise from slumber with little desire for sustenance. Some merely seize a cup of coffee and a slice of toast, believing that this is sufficient to kickstart their day. However, what many fail to understand is this: following a night of slumber, your muscles have endured a span of 7 to 9 hours devoid of any nourishment. The morning meal serves as your body's initial opportunity to halt muscle degradation and initiate the process of muscle recovery. By neglecting it or indulging in sugary, protein-deficient foods, your body remains entrenched in a catabolic state. It signifies an ongoing process of muscle tissue breakdown for energy purposes. As time progresses, this results in increased muscle loss, diminished energy levels throughout the day, a sluggish metabolism, and a heightened risk of weakness and falls. What could possibly be the most disappointing breakfast? Only coffee and bread. It provides a fleeting surge of vitality, yet lacks enduring sustenance. It elevates your blood sugar, only to lead to a subsequent decline. Your initial meal ought to feature protein sources such as eggs, yogurt, or nut butter, nourishing fats such as avocado or flaxseed, intricate carbohydrates such as oats or whole grain toast, a refreshing glass of water to invigorate your muscles. Here are some soothing breakfast suggestions for seniors: a perfectly boiled egg accompanied by slices of whole wheat toast, a bowl of oatmeal adorned with chia seeds and slices of banana, a simple yet delightful blend of plain yogurt adorned with fresh berries and crunchy almonds, a delightful protein smoothie crafted with ripe banana, creamy peanut butter, and rich milk. Even the tiniest elements can yield significant impact, provided they are rich in protein and genuine sustenance. Keep in mind, breakfast transcends mere energy. It's a message to your muscles. You are safe, you are supported, and today, you are being rebuilt. Second habit, remaining seated for extended durations without any movement. This habit is prevalent among older adults, as it provides a sense of security. We gather to unwind, immerse ourselves in television, delve into books, savor meals, and occasionally simply due to the weariness that envelops us. However, the reality is that prolonged sitting, particularly for extended periods, can subtly diminish your muscle strength more quickly than one might anticipate. Your body was crafted for motion. Prolonged periods of sitting, particularly without any intervals for movement, send a perilous message to your muscles. We are no longer necessary to you. Thus, the body commences the process of diminishing those muscles, commencing with the most crucial elements for autonomy: the limbs that carry you forward, the curve of your hips, the essence of your being. As time passes, you might observe an increase in stiffness upon rising to your feet. Struggles with equilibrium, struggling to ascend the stairs, experiencing quicker exhaustion even after brief strolls. Engaging in daily exercise, while commendable, may prove insufficient if the remainder of your day is spent in a sedentary state. A study published in the Journals of Gerontology reveals that extended periods of sitting are associated with accelerated muscle loss, a heightened risk of falls, and an increase in frailty, particularly among individuals aged 60 and above. What are your capabilities? The answer is straightforward yet immensely impactful. Divide your time spent sitting. Allow me to explain. Rise every 30 to 40 minutes, even if just for a brief moment of 1 to 2 minutes. Extend your arms and legs as you enjoy your favorite show. Stroll through the house while engaged in phone conversations. Engage in a few gentle marches in place or perform calf raises as you patiently await the kettle's boil. There is no need for you to run laps. All it takes is a gentle nudge to awaken your muscles. Your presence is still essential to us. The subtle motions contribute to keeping your muscles engaged, your joints well lubricated, and your blood circulating, all of which bolster strength, balance, and overall well-being. The first habit, remaining sedentary following meals, particularly by sitting or reclining for extended durations. It is an act that countless individuals partake in. After enjoying a hearty meal, you recline on the couch, allowing yourself a moment of tranquility. Perhaps you find yourself scrolling through your phone or switching on the television. It evokes a sense of warmth, almost as if it is rightfully mine. However, what unfolds silently within your body following a meal is quite intriguing. Proper circulation is essential for your body to effectively digest food, transport nutrients to your muscles, and maintain balanced blood sugar levels. However, when you remain seated or, even more detrimental, recline immediately after a meal, your digestion becomes sluggish, your blood sugar levels surge and linger, and your muscles forfeit the chance to take in the essential nutrients required for recovery and growth. With the passage of time, this habit leads to inadequate circulation. The accumulation of fat, rather than the restoration of muscle, leads to heightened stiffness and fatigue. Rapid deterioration of muscle mass, particularly in the lower extremities. Breaking this pattern requires little effort. Consider implementing these straightforward, subtle adjustments. Following a meal, consider taking a brief stroll for 5 to 10 minutes, whether around your home or outdoors. Engage in standing stretches or partake in light household tasks. Simply maintaining an upright posture, folding laundry, washing dishes, or strolling at a leisurely pace can keep your muscles actively engaged. Engaging in movement, post-meal enhances digestion, facilitates nutrient absorption, boosts blood circulation to your muscles, and contributes to enduring strength and balance. Though it may appear insignificant, this simple adjustment, moving gently after meals, can profoundly impact the way your body ages over time. You have now discovered the 10 subtle habits that can gradually undermine muscle strength if not addressed. They lack drama. These are choices we encounter in our daily lives, minor deeds that accumulate gradually. Yet, the most delightful aspect, the ability to transform them, lies within you. Commencing from this day forward. Allow me to provide a brief summary. 1. Refined sugar, the second ingredient. Inadequate hydration, 3. Omitting strength exercises, 4. Consuming foods that promote inflammation, 5. Excessive reliance on painkillers, 6. Insufficient protein consumption, 7. Insufficient sleep is a concern. Omitting the morning meal, 9. Remaining seated for an extended period, 10. Resting after meals. None of these demand perfection, only mindfulness. Begin with a single modest adjustment. Consider indulging in an additional glass of water. Incorporate an egg into your breakfast. Enjoy a brief stroll following your midday meal. Though they may seem insignificant, they contribute to a profound and enduring resilience. Remaining resilient after the age of 60 transcends the mere act of lifting heavy weights or engaging in strenuous exercise routines. It revolves around the routines we engage in each day. Soft endeavor, steady attention. Now, I pose this question to you. Which habit are you prepared to transform today? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video beneficial, we invite you to like, share, and subscribe to Senior Fit. Your body has journeyed with you to this point. Let us maintain our resolve as we journey forward. Until we meet again in the next video. Until that time arrives, take care of yourself, keep moving, and embrace your independence.